What's going on, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have a Star Wars theory for the Bad Batch, more specifically Omega, and this kind of corresponds to a previous theory myself and other Star Wars fans have also had before in the past, but since then, not gonna lie, has kind of died down at the whole theory and suspicion that Omega very well could be Force sensitive. So just kind of piggybacking and piling off of that theory, hopefully maybe being true, even though we're only having one more episode for season 1 of the Bad Batch. I still hold on to overall hope, I guess, for this theory to happen and come true in some sort of way. But I also want to mention that this overall theory, the theory that we're talking about in today's video of who exactly would be the one to train Omega, who would Omega go with, because she can't really stay with the Bad Batch forever at that. Let's face facts, face the truth here a little. There's two Jedi that come to mind straight off the bat here that I think Omega could very well end up with if she is actually Force sensitive. Number one being Ahsoka Tano. Let's talk a little bit about that in just a moment. And the other one being Cal, seeing that we have seen the planet Braco previously in the Bad Batch, and I just came up with a brand new theory video of possibly seeing the planet once again in the very final episode of season 1 reappearing there. We very well could see a little bit of Cal Kestis appear from Jedi Fallen Order, and he could very well be the one that takes in Omega here from the Bad Batch if she is Force sensitive in that case. Now, of course, aside from, the whole theory of her being Force sensitive, I've talked about this and discussed this in previous videos, such as when she can kind of feel emotions or know when things are going to happen, that type of stuff. And we also see other different little traits here and there that she might possess from other members of the Bad Batch as well. Now, the overall theory and idea of having Ahsoka Tano appear in the Bad Batch is a whole nother thing, I think, at that, let alone her being the one that takes in Omega for another thing if she is Force sensitive at that, and furthermore would actually want to go on and proceed with some sort of Jedi training. The overall idea of having a Force-sensitive Omega is a huge thing that also kind of plays into the Phase 3 clone troopers at that. A kind of experiment I think that I guess we're just really never going to see completely unfold with the Kaminoans, especially seeing what we've just previously seen with the overall Kamino planet, and then also what's left of the overall Kaminoan species at that. I think that they're just going to be working with the Empire, forced to work with the Empire at that, to work on clones of Palpatines and get some sort of Force-sensitive clone at that, but nothing really specifically towards and geared toward of what we do see in The Force Unleashed. Now, talking a little bit about Ahsoka Tano, how, what, when, why type of deal here, kind of basing it more closely off of Star Wars Rebels. She appeared at the very end of the show, at least of season 1 of the show. So did Vader as well, so it would be kind of interesting to see her appear, for one thing, in the overall show at the end of season 1, seeing that season 2 is now confirmed for the Bad Batch. Much like we see in Rebels season 2, she played a pretty significant role, or at least as so far as of what I've seen for Star Wars Rebels. Highly recommend the show, guys, if you haven't seen it already. But I also would think it would make sense for her to appear in the Bad Batch at some point in time. She doesn't have to play any significant role at that, really, all that much, but I think a huge thing that the overall Bad Batch show has been doing, and I've mentioned this in previous videos time and time again, the huge thing I think that the Bad Batch is doing is setting up a lot of things that we're going to see later this year for the Book of Boba Fett coming later of December 2021. So even if it is some large significant role or just a small little cameo, it would set up some sort of thing that we could possibly see here in the upcoming live-action Ahsoka Tano series that we have really no confirmed release date at that. Anyways, leading back to the overall theory of Omega very well possibly being Force sensitive, and if she was Force sensitive and wanted to carry out some sort of Jedi training, I very well have to believe and theorize that it would be with the one and only Ahsoka Tano. Whether we see that later in future Star Wars projects or not, like the Ahsoka Tano series or the Book of Boba Fett, I definitely think she's going to be showing up in that as well. It's just kind of completely unknown and up in the air as of right now. Anyway, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about this theory? If Omega is Force sensitive, do you still hope onto that theory? Do you ever, had that theory or that idea in your head? Let me know down in the comment section down below. I love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions down there. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help with the channel, and check out our Instagram on Official Star Wars for more Star Wars related content. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. May the Force be with you always. Peace out.